Hi guys, welcome back to a very gloomy, rainy day vlog. I love doing these types of vlogs because one, rainy weather is just my absolute favorite, but two, I think that rainy weather is like the perfect time to do a reading vlog. And I actually have two books to talk to y'all about. So I have been reading a lot without actually like talking to y'all about it recently. I actually read one book, which I finished, and I didn't feel anything about it. So we'll talk about that. And then I'm actually like 85% through Dungeon Crawler Carl right now on my Kindle. So I'm almost done with that book. I've almost finished two books without filming a single thing about any of them. I've just been having fun, like just reading, I guess, on my own time, kind of. But we'll talk about both of those, and we're going to finish that book in this video. I'm going to finish it tonight. But first, we're going to start out with a little bookshelf reorganization. I actually filmed this yesterday, so I'm going to throw y'all back here in a second. I'm going to be wearing the same shirt because it's the morning after that right now, and I've just been home, so I'm in the same outfit. But I'll throw y'all back here in a second. It wasn't anything like super crazy. I show y'all both of my bookshelves, and then we kind of rearranged the top like two shelves because my fantasy shelves are getting kind of like full and out of hand now. So we're going to do that. You're going to see my crazy wet hair because I just got out of the shower, but I had fun rearranging them. I actually think I'm still going to rearrange them again in this video. So what you see when I throw you back, that might not even end up being the final result in this video. But yeah, I'm going to throw y'all back to yesterday. So this is what my shelf currently looks like. Little pan over. I don't really care at all for like the bottom two shelves, but like from here and up, like those are my babies. This is my favorite part of my shelves. But if you can see, Hellbent is the second book to Ninth House, and there's no room. So we need to do some reorganizing. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. I really don't want to know what the back of my hair is looking like. But yeah, like I was saying, Hellbent, this is the second book in the series to Ninth House, but there's no room. So I don't know if I want to. I really like this shelf. This is like my dark, like my hard covers / dark shelf, and I really like how it looks. But I didn't even really mean to do this. What I just realized, why is the Cruel Prince series backwards up here? This needs to be like flipped. Why does it go from this way to that way and it should be this way to that way? What? Why is it like that? Anyway, that's another thing we'll fix. So I don't know. This is like I think this is all YA up here. I don't know if I want to do a YA shelf and then like adult shelf, but I feel like that's not going to look right because like they're both going to be like hardcover and paperback, and I don't know what I want to do, you guys. Let's start. I don't know. Because then Harry Potter would have to go up here. I really like how all of my hardcovers look together. And like the entire Powerless series, so these three books, and then the Light Lark series, these are all YA. So it's like I'm getting rid of such a big chunk of books to put up here. Oh my God, what do I want to do? Well, first of all, let's fix the order of these. Yeah, that was completely backwards. Also, I don't know if y'all remember, but I got these little like pixie fairy things that says fairy garden, like a little sign. I got these from Goodwill. I think they're so cute. Ooh, this really goes with like the Emily Wilde books. I'm gonna take these down because I don't know what's gonna go on up here. I think I want to take a picture of what my bookshelf looks like beforehand so that we can do like a before and after side by side. Okay, I'm gonna move YA up to the top. That's what we're gonna try first. See, Harry Potter's YA, right? Yeah. So I'm currently collecting the first edition Harry Potter books in like the original hardback covers, but I don't support J.K. Rowling, whatever. So I will not be purchasing these outright. Like, I don't even know if I think they do still make these new. You can buy them on Amazon like this, but I'm not going to be buying them from her and supporting her. So I have made it my mission to only get them at thrift shops. So I only have, what is this, book 2 and 4 so far, but I will only be buying these secondhand. Okay. Harry Potter. I'm also so annoyed because I only have the first Emily Wilde book in paperback, and then I got the second and third in hardcover, and it bugs me so bad. I hate it. Wait. I feel like I should put like the hardcover YA books up here next to Harry Potter, right? So, like Powerless. Oh, no, this is not gonna work. Absolutely not. We're taking this stuff back down. So, okay. So I don't even have enough room for all of the YA up there, so we're gonna kind of backtrack on that. Ugh, I just love this section. Like these 5 books, love. I also have this unofficial Harry Potter spell book. It just has like hundreds of spells and stuff in it. I just keep that because I think it's cute, so I'll put that next to that. Then move all this back over. I didn't love the Lightlark series, so I'm going to probably eventually, actually, I don't know if I'll keep these or sell these eventually, but for now, I want to take those off of the shelf. Bring Powerless back down because I loved this series. And then we have a Rebel Witch, Metal Slinger. Now we can put Hellbent next to Ninth House where it's supposed to go. And then maybe we can put these 2 next to each. Oh, that fits like perfectly. I think I like how this shelf looks. Now we need to do whatever we're gonna do with this top shelf. So for this shelf, I really just stuck with like my hardcovers, and I think everything on here is actually adult except for the Powerless series now and the Harry Potter books that I have. Everything else is adult. But I just really like having all my black books together right here, and it kind of breaks my heart that these won't be up here anymore. But let's just see what happens. Oh my god, I also forgot that I have a random paperback Harry Potter book up here. I don't know if I'll keep this. I honestly might get rid of this. I need to do a unhaul, but I think I'll wait till the end of the year to do that. No, I don't love how that top shelf looks. I'm also starting, I knew it was like this, but it's kind of looking weird now, how the Harry Potter books are shorter than these 3. So it's like short, tall, short, short. It almost seems like these 3 need to be over here and then the Harry Potter right here, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's just see, I guess, if that looks better. I don't know why I feel like the Harry Potter just like needs to be on. Ah! Oh my god, okay. And then look at this. And then maybe like that. No, I'm sorry guys. I think Harry Potter needs to be on the end. It's just gonna have to be that way. Okay, so we're back to that. What if I did the Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart books like vertical? Sorry if you can hear the lawnmower. Like this, maybe? Like, what if I did that? I'm really about to just end it all. I feel like I've made everything worse. Okay, guys, this might be how it's staying for right now. So this will like primarily be my, I mean, those are all YA books up there. So this will be my YA up here. Don't love this. I may change this, honestly, even as we move throughout this video. But that's all YA. up there, and then this. I kind of just had to keep like this. I like the color scheme. I need all of my hardcovers to be together. The only exception was the Lightlark series up there, but I'm pretty pleased with how this looks. Still don't love how the Harry Potter books are shorter than these three, but I don't think that looks horrible. Now, I really don't want to show y'all anything below this right now. Okay, I'll give y'all a quick, oh, that's my junk journal shelf. Anyway, this is all of my, oh my God, what am I trying to say? Historical fiction. So I have all my Kristen Hanna. I have what, like one or two, why did I almost say Daisy Edgar Jones? Oh my God. I'm looking at Daisy Jones in the Six. All of my Taylor Jenkins Reid, and then I just have like some random ones, some more historical fiction, some like general fiction, whatever. And then I think from like here over is all books that I have not read. I am so excited to read this fall, A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I think this is going to be really cute and fun to read. Yeah, I just have my Harry Potter Lego thing up there. Also, my crutches are still over here from when I broke my foot like 4 months ago. I need to get rid of those. But yeah, this is all I have over here is mainly just historical fiction, general fiction, and my TBR. I would love to get a TBR cart eventually, but I don't have enough books yet to do that, I feel like. Don't you just love when you film a entire like 4-minute clip and you turn your microphone on and then you set it down across the coffee table and you completely forget to use it, so then when you go to replay it to watch and make sure that you know like everything was working out, you can hear yourself, but it's very, very muffled, like worse than if I just didn't even use a microphone to begin with. So we're going to refilm this very quickly. I wanted to talk about those two books that the one book that I finished and the one book that I'm about to finish. So the book that I started and finished last week, it was kind of short. It was only like 300 pages. It was called Grimm's Curiosities by who is it by? Sharon Lynn Fisher. This was on Kindle Unlimited. I was just looking for something. I wanted to find something quick, and I ended up finding this. It seemed really interesting. It's about a girl who inherits her father's curiosity shop. Their last name is Grimm, and so Grimm's Curiosity Shops. Her dad ran this shop that was full of like rare items, oddities, just, you know, really interesting stuff. And her dad ended up passing, and her mom and her had to survive, obviously, after he passed. And so they took over the store, and to make a little bit of extra money on the side, her mom was actually a medium. And so she would like have, you know, guests, clients come in and she would talk to their dead loved ones. And then one day her mom woke up and just like couldn't talk anymore, like literally could not talk. She was coherent. She was, or is that right? She was conscious. She was like able to eat and, you know, do whatever, but she just could not speak. And the daughter, you know, took care of her mom, but she was struggling a little bit to pay for rent and whatever else because they were relying on that income that her mom was getting from being a medium. Well, she ends up meeting this other guy. He's like one of the wealthiest families in town. His little sister is actually the same way. She woke up one day and could not speak, but his family's maids had noticed the night before that she was talking to someone in her bedroom that wasn't actually there. So they come together and they're like, our loved ones were like talking to spirits, and now all of a sudden they can't talk anymore. Like really weird. This also takes place in like Victorian time England. Then one day, this guy comes into the curiosity shop and finds this like old folklore book and buys it. And he tells the girl, I forget what I forget what her first name is now, but he tells the girl, the daughter, if you find any more of these books, because I have these as children, I would love to buy them from you. And long story short, she ends up finding out these books, they're kind of like magical books. They end up like moving around by themselves, and she doesn't know if she wants to sell them to this guy. She finds out her dad was actually the author of them, and there's like this magical wait, what am I trying to say? There's like this magical, it's giving Narnia vibes. There's like this magical chest in the shop, and they like go on this adventure inside this magical chest that transports them to this snowy wonderland, and they like have to fight folklore creatures to try to save her mom and that guy's sister. It felt a little bit more like magical realism to me than full on fantasy. But I liked it. I think it was cute, nothing crazy. I gave it 3 stars. That author has a few more books on Kindle Unlimited that sound really, really good too. One of them is about like this girl who reads, what is it called? Like tea leaves or like whatever. She can like read signs in leaves. So I kind of want to read that soon. But anyway, gave that 3 stars. And then I moved on to Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt T. Denneman. I have heard so much about this book, about this series over the last few months. And I was really scared to get into it. I wanted to read it, but all I had heard about it was that it was kind of like a Hunger Games mixed with like an apocalyptic world where like it's like a game show and everyone's watching you, literally kind of like the Hunger Games. But I gave it a shot. I started it and I'm really, really liking it. So we have this guy named Carl, and he was living in his apartment on planet Earth, whatever. And at like 3 a.m., his cat, his ex-girlfriend's cat, who he was still watching, jumped out the window in the middle of winter, like into the snow, just jumped out the window and was in a tree. He ran outside in his boxers at like 3 a.m. And while he was out there, literally every building just boom was gone. They all like fell into the earth. Everything was gone. I forget if like the cars and stuff were gone. Literally any sort of like shelter was gone. And so him and this cat are like standing out there in the cold, like, what are we in a dream right now? What is happening? And then all of a sudden stuff like pops up like video game style. Like I think of like Wreck-It Ralph. Like it popped up in their vision saying like, your world has been taken over. You're now in this like video game. You're about to go down into the dungeon and you're going to have to like compete for your lives basically. So I think there were like, and this happened around the entire world. So I think there's like 13 million people, which sounds like a lot, but out of 8 billion people, 13 million is, I don't even know what percentage that is, but that's nothing. And so 13 million people around that were all outside around the world at that time of when this happened. So they go down into this dungeon and there's basically all these levels. They start on level 1 and you gradually go down, and it's like a video game. They have like this menu. It's like meta glasses is how I picture it, to where it's like in their periphery, like in their vision. It's not physical, but like in their minds, they have like an inventory and like a menu setting and like all this stuff. They're in a video game, but they're having to like fight goblins and all of these just mythical creatures. And it's so interesting. And you have to like get to the next stairwell to get down to the next floor, and each floor gets harder. And he has the cat with him that he ran outside to get, which the cat technically like saved his life or he would have been dead on planet Earth. The cat's name is Princess Donut, and the cat ends up taking a potion before the game even starts that lets the cat talk. So now there's this talking cat who's very, very funny, and they have turned into this team, this duo, trying to keep making it down floors. And it's just it's such the corporation that like runs this game, they're like aliens, and it's such a crude, and they make crude and inappropriate remarks that just I literally laugh out loud at. I'm like, what? Like something last night, someone did something that was like egotistical or like something, and the alien intercom were like, whatever helps you sleep better at night, Elon, like making fun of Elon Musk. I don't know. It's just really, really funny, and it's I don't know. It's like a comedy fantasy book, and I'm having a great time with it. So I am 88% of the way through. There's only an hour and 7 minutes left, so I'm going to finish this tonight. I think there's like 7 books out, but I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, it's very gloomy out. Very, very rainy. I love this weather. I think I'm just going to sit here on the couch and I don't know, honestly, just like read for the foreseeable future. And by foreseeable future, I just mean like the next few hours. It's starting to sprinkle again outside. I love this weather so much. This literally feels like the first fall day of the year, which I know is literally crazy considering it's the middle of summer, but like it's like 82 degrees out, and just that atmosphere today, and I've been listening to like spooky fall Halloween music. This is like the life. I cannot wait for fall. I just want to go home and finish this book. I have been reading a little bit of the book in between my errands, like when I had to wait for an appointment and stuff. I think I've read another chapter on my Kindle app on my phone, so I think now I should only have like 30 minutes by the time I get home. 30 minutes left of the book, so we'll finish that really quickly once I get home. Guys, I also normally keep this on low, but I'm like cold, so I'm gonna turn this to 70 because I'm freezing in here, which is also insane. I got home earlier and I finished reading the book and I loved this. It was so, not like so out of my comfort zone, because I guess it technically is actually, I don't know if this is fantasy or like sci-fi, because it is fantasy, but it has to do with like aliens, but like funny aliens, if you guys know what I mean. I don't know. I really liked it. I really thought, after I learned like how the game worked and how many levels there were, I really thought this whole book was going to encompass like all of those levels, which, to be fair, even when I thought that, I was like, then what are all the other books in the series for? But they really only focused on what, 2 levels? 3? So I'm guessing each book will focus on 2 or 3 levels. And it's gonna kind of be a slow timeline through like the whole series, but I really liked it. I think I'm gonna give it, I'm trying to decide if I want to give it like a 3.75 or a 4. Like I said, a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was a pretty bingeable book. It really was. I finished it within a matter of a few days, and I really would recommend it. Just keep in mind, some of the jokes and remarks are very inappropriate. Think of like Saturday Night Live, like how they're raunchy. I would just think of Saturday Night Live, something like that. Overall, loved it. I need to go update my Goodreads and my Fable, which, go follow me on there if you're not already following me on there. It's always linked down below. You can see in real time, before videos even come out, what I rate things and when I finish them. So go follow me on there. Go follow me on Instagram. They're always linked down below. I have the oven preheating. I'm gonna put half of a frozen pizza in there, and I think I want to watch Ice Age tonight. I've been on a Disney kick. I'm making a spread in my junk journal of like all my childhood Disney movies that I can watch this year, and I've finished almost all of the Tinkerbell movies. But I think I want to. I saw a TikTok about Ice Age the other day, and I think I might watch that tonight. So love you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see all of y'all in the next one.